Saving money may sound simple, even boring, but it's the single most powerful habit for building real financial freedom. Every dollar you don't spend is a seed for future wealth. In this chapter, Save Money, will uncover practical ways to hold on to more of what you earn. Avoid unnecessary leaks and create the foundation for invisible wealth that grows silently and steadily over time. The true power of saving. Most people underestimate the power of saving. They think it's a minor, mundane habit, something that only matters if you have a large income. But the truth is, saving is the cornerstone of all wealth. Every dollar you save is not just a dollar preserved, it's a seed for your future, a building block for financial freedom, and the foundation of invisible wealth. Saving isn't about deprivation, it's about choice. Each dollar you don't spend is a dollar you control. It's an opportunity to invest, to grow, and to create optionality in your life. Consider this. If you earn $50,000 a year and spend it all, you might feel successful, but you have zero financial flexibility. If instead you save just $5,000 each year, a modest 10%, you've given yourself options. Options to invest, to start a side project, to weather emergencies, or even to take a career risk without fear. Let's break down why this works. The habit of saving compounds. The longer you save, the more powerful the results. Saving early, even in small amounts, allows your money to grow exponentially over time. This is the principle of compounding. Your money earns returns, and those returns earn returns themselves. A single dollar saved today can become $10, $50, or even $100 decades later, all without additional effort, simply by being patient and consistent. But saving effectively requires more than just willpower. It requires intentionality. Begin by tracking your spending. Most people don't realize how small, everyday purchases quietly drain their finances. The daily coffee, the subscription services, the impulse buys, all of these add up. When you become aware of where your money goes, you can redirect a portion into savings instead of consumption. These small leaks may seem insignificant, but over time they can make a huge difference. Consider two individuals. One earns $70,000 and spends freely. Another earns the same but saves $500 a month. At first glance, their lifestyles may appear similar, but over 10 years, the saver has accumulated $60,000 plus compounded growth, while the spender has nothing to show. The difference isn't in income, it's in the discipline of saving consistently. Saving also builds resilience. Life is unpredictable. Medical emergencies, job changes, or unexpected expenses can strike anyone at any time. A robust saving habit acts as a buffer, protecting you from financial stress and giving you the ability to navigate challenges without panic. Those who save consistently experience peace of mind, knowing that their future isn't entirely at the mercy of external circumstances. Importantly, saving doesn't have to feel restrictive. Many wealthy individuals practice mindful consumption, choosing what to spend on intentionally while saving aggressively. It's not about avoiding enjoyment, it's about prioritizing long-term freedom over short-term gratification. Each dollar saved is a vote for your future self, a way to ensure that years down the line, you can make choices freely, rather than being constrained by financial obligations. Even small, regular savings accumulate surprisingly fast. Automating the process, having a set percentage of income transferred into a savings or investment account, ensures consistency. The effort becomes invisible, just like invisible wealth itself. Over time, what seems like a small sacrifice today transforms into freedom, options, and power tomorrow. Ultimately, saving is more than a habit. It's a mindset. It's the conscious decision to value your future self, to prioritize security and freedom, and to understand that wealth isn't about flashy purchases. It's about what you preserve, invest, and grow quietly. By mastering the habit of saving, you lay the groundwork for every other step in your journey to financial independence. How to make saving automatic. One of the biggest challenges with saving money isn't earning, it's consistency. Many people start with the best intentions, but life's distractions, small impulses, and unexpected expenses quickly derail them. That's why the most powerful approach to saving isn't relying on willpower. It's making saving automatic. Automatic saving works by removing the need for constant decision-making. Instead of asking yourself each month, should I save this money or spend it? You set up a system where a portion of your income moves directly into a savings or investment account. This could be a fixed percentage from your paycheck, a recurring transfer to a high-yield savings account, or even automated contributions to retirement accounts. The moment your income arrives, part of it is already allocated to your future, invisible wealth quietly growing in the background. Consider the psychology behind this. When saving is automatic, you don't feel deprived because you never have the option to spend what's already been moved. You also avoid the temptation of last-minute purchases. Small, consistent contributions, done without thought, compound into significant sums over time. The key is consistency, not amount. Even $50 a week, when automated, grows surprisingly fast over years. Another strategy is to pay yourself first. Before bills, groceries, or entertainment, transfer a portion of your income into savings. This simple principle flips the traditional model, where people save what's left after spending. By paying yourself first, you make saving a priority rather than an afterthought. Over time, this creates a financial discipline that becomes second nature. Wealthy individuals often follow a similar principle, even if unconsciously. They make saving and investing automatic, treating it like a non-negotiable expense. The difference between those who build real wealth and those who merely earn a high income isn't how much they make. It's how reliably they save and invest. Another practical tactic is linking saving to life milestones. For example, decide that every bonus, tax refund, or windfall is at least partially saved before it's touched. Many people treat these occasional gains as extra spending money, but using them to bolster your savings can accelerate wealth building far faster than ordinary monthly contributions. Over a decade, consistently saving a portion of windfalls can add hundreds of thousands to your invisible wealth. It's also important to remove friction, make saving effortless. Have your bank automatically split your income, use apps that round up purchases and invest the difference, or enroll in employer-sponsored retirement plans with automatic deductions. The less you have to think about it, the more likely you are to stick with it. One caution: automatic saving works best when combined with mindful spending. You still need to track your expenses, cut unnecessary leaks, and ensure that your spending aligns with your priorities. Automation alone isn't enough if your lifestyle steadily inflates to match your income. True saving requires a balance: automated contributions for growth, intentional spending for fulfillment, and discipline to avoid lifestyle inflation. Finally, remember that invisible wealth grows quietly but powerfully. Each automated contribution is like planting a tree. It may seem small today, but years later it becomes a forest. The habit of automatic saving compounds not only your money, but also your discipline, patience, and sense of financial control. Over time, this simple habit becomes one of the most effective tools for achieving freedom, security, and real wealth. Controlling lifestyle inflation. One of the biggest enemies of saving isn't earning too little. It's earning more and spending more. This phenomenon is called lifestyle inflation, and it quietly erodes your ability to build wealth over time. As income rises, many people automatically upgrade their homes, cars, clothes, and vacations. While these upgrades feel rewarding in the moment, they leave little room for savings, investments, or building invisible wealth. Imagine two people who start their careers earning $50,000 a year. One increases their spending as their salary grows, upgrading their lifestyle with each promotion. The other keeps expenses relatively stable, directing most of the extra income into savings and investments. 10 years later, the first person may feel successful, but has little financial cushion. The second, however, has quietly accumulated a substantial sum, providing freedom and security the first person never experiences. The difference isn't luck, it's mindset and control over lifestyle inflation. Controlling lifestyle inflation begins with awareness. Track your spending and identify where your habits automatically escalate with income. Do you buy a new car each time you get a bonus? Do you upgrade your phone or electronics immediately? Do you feel compelled to keep up with friends or neighbors' spending patterns? These choices, while seemingly small, compound over time and prevent you from saving consistently. The next step is intentionality. Decide in advance how much of any salary, increase or bonus will be allocated to savings, investments, or debt repayment before you spend anything on lifestyle upgrades. A simple rule is the 50-30-20 approach, but with a twist. Consider allocating a larger portion, say 30 to 40% of raises or bonuses, directly into investments. Over time, these contributions quietly build wealth far faster than casual, incremental increases in spending ever could. Another strategy is to embrace frugality as a mindset, not a punishment. Frugality doesn't mean deprivation, it means maximizing value. It's about making conscious choices, spending on what truly enhances your life while cutting unnecessary expenses. For example, instead of buying a luxury car, you might invest in one that's reliable but less flashy, directing the difference into a retirement account or other long-term growth vehicle. Over years, the compounding of these decisions dwarfs the temporary satisfaction of visible consumption. Psychologically, controlling lifestyle inflation also reduces stress. The constant need to keep up creates pressure and often leads to debt. By living below your means and saving aggressively, you free yourself from these invisible chains. You're no longer bound to a paycheck, social comparison, or the endless cycle of upgrades. Every dollar saved becomes a source of freedom and empowerment rather than a source of temptation. Consider real-world examples. Many self-made millionaires drive modest cars and live in unassuming homes. Their income may be high, but they resist the urge to inflate their lifestyle. Instead, they invest in assets that grow silently. Over decades, these disciplined choices accumulate into wealth far beyond what flashy consumption could ever create. The secret is simple. Prioritize accumulation over appearance, savings over status, and long-term freedom over short-term gratification. Finally, combine this with automatic saving and mindful spending. By controlling lifestyle inflation, you maximize the impact of every saved dollar. Each contribution compounds in value over time, and you create a snowball of invisible wealth. This is how ordinary income, when managed with discipline and intention, transforms into extraordinary financial security. The lesson is clear: earning more doesn't guarantee wealth. Without controlling lifestyle inflation, higher income often leads to higher spending and little long-term gain. But by consciously limiting lifestyle upgrades and redirecting surplus income into savings and investments, you build the invisible foundation that truly defines wealth. Practical habits for consistent saving. Saving money isn't just about earning more or resisting impulses. It's about developing practical, repeatable habits that make saving effortless and consistent. These habits form the backbone of invisible wealth, quietly growing your financial foundation over time. The first habit is automating your savings. As we discussed earlier, automatic transfers to savings or investment accounts remove the need for constant decision-making. By automating, you avoid the temptation to spend first and save later, a trap that often leaves nothing for the future. Consistent automation ensures that saving isn't optional. It becomes a natural part of your financial routine. Over decades, these automated contributions compound quietly, producing wealth that far exceeds what sporadic efforts could achieve. The second habit is tracking expenses. You can't save effectively if you don't know where your money goes. Keep a detailed record of every expense, from rent and utilities to coffee and subscriptions. Once you see the flow of money, it becomes easier to identify leaks, small, repeated expenditures that drain your resources. Cutting or reducing these leaks and redirecting that money into savings can make a dramatic difference over time. For example, skipping a $5 daily coffee habit and investing that amount could grow to thousands over a decade. Small changes, compounded consistently, yield remarkable results. Third, prioritize high-impact savings. Some expenses have little impact on your quality of life, but a huge effect on your finances. This could be housing, transportation, or recurring subscriptions. By consciously choosing less expensive options, you free up resources for long-term growth. For instance, living in a smaller home, Driving a reliable car instead of a luxury model or canceling unused subscriptions may seem minor individually, but together they create substantial savings that fuel invisible wealth. Fourth, treat windfalls differently. Bonuses, tax refunds, and unexpected income can be powerful accelerators of savings, but only if you treat them wisely. Instead of spending these gains immediately, allocate a significant portion towards savings or investments. This approach leverages money you didn't have before and compounds it for the future, often creating leaps in financial security that ordinary income alone cannot provide. Another important habit is reviewing and adjusting your budget regularly. Life changes, income rises, expenses shift, priorities evolve. By reviewing your budget monthly or quarterly, you ensure your saving strategy keeps pace with your goals. Adjustments might be small, like redirecting a little more to investments, or larger, like reevaluating lifestyle choices that no longer serve your long-term objectives. The key is consistency and awareness, keeping your financial plan aligned with your life. Finally, develop a mindset of delayed gratification. Saving is powerful because it defers pleasure today for freedom tomorrow. Each dollar saved is a vote for your future self. While it may feel restrictive initially, this mindset transforms over time. You'll begin to value financial freedom more than temporary indulgence, and the discipline to save will feel less like sacrifice and more like empowerment. Practical habits compound just like money does. The combination of automation, tracking, prioritization, mindful treatment of windfalls, regular budget reviews, and delayed gratification creates a system that works quietly in the background. Over years, this system builds a foundation of invisible wealth, freedom, security, and options that far surpasses the fleeting satisfaction of visible consumption. In the end, saving consistently isn't glamorous, but it is transformative. The small daily choices, the money you didn't spend, the contributions you automated, the minor lifestyle adjustments you made accumulate quietly but powerfully. These habits are the real engine behind financial freedom, and mastering them ensures that every dollar you earn contributes not just to your present life, but to a future of independence and opportunity. Saving money consistently builds the invisible foundation of wealth, giving you freedom, security, and options. But building wealth isn't just about dollars, it's also about the decisions we make and the mindset behind them. In the next chapter, Reasonable Greater Than Rational, will explore why practical, human-centered choices often outperform purely logical decisions, and how applying this principle can transform the way you manage money and life itself.